Hey guys, so over the last few days we've been talking about the periodic table, as you can see right above me, and the different elements that make up all matter in our universe. All of those elements can be found on our periodic table right over my shoulder there. Today we're going to focus on one specific atom, one specific element called iron. And if we're looking for it on the periodic table, it's going to look something like this. Okay, its atomic symbol is Fe, and then its atomic number is 26. So if we're just going cruising through the periodic table, going left to right, just once you see number 26, we got iron. Okay, so iron is actually a really cool element and one of the most important for us humans. All right, and one key thing I want to point out before we really get going here is I have right here a meteorite. All right, so basically a shooting star. Okay, and this shooting star has iron in it, and since it has iron in it, it's going to be magnetic. All right, so I have a magnet here. Boom, sticks right to it. So iron is an element that is magnetic. That's going to be super important to come back to, and we'll be coming back to that even when we start talking about rocks and minerals. All right, iron is magnetic. One of the reasons why iron is so important for us humans is because we have iron in our blood, and what that iron does is in our blood. First of all, it helps make our blood red. So if it weren't for the iron in our blood would be yellow. So kind of a weird thing to think about. But what iron does for us in our blood is it helps form this molecule called hemoglobin. And hemoglobin takes oxygen from our lungs and helps move that oxygen throughout our body. All right, so some of you may have even ever had iron deficiency or had anemia, and that's where you don't have enough iron in your blood. You don't get enough iron in your diet, and you get super tired. All right, you're constantly fatigued. Walking up the stairs, it might wind you. Hard for you to run, hard for you to get out of bed, things like that. That's because if you don't have iron in your diet, your body's not able to move oxygen around to where it needs to go. So you get super stinking tired. All right, so iron's important. And how do we get iron in our blood? Well, we get it in our diet. And you think, well, wait a second. I'm looking at the periodic table and I see that iron is a transition metal. So you're telling me we have transition metals in our body? We have transition metals in the food we eat, in the drinks that we drink? Yeah, absolutely. All right. There is iron in the food you eat. And one thing we're going to look at today is cereal called Total. And one of the key advertisements they have here is 100% daily value of 11 vitamins and minerals. So we're getting our vitamins, we're getting our minerals through the cereal, and I'm going to look at the nutrition facts. Let's see, there they are. See if I can zoom it in there, and we can see all these vitamins and minerals. But if we look right there, we see iron. And then it looks like we have in this cereal 100% of the recommended iron we need every single day. So if there's iron in this cereal, that means there's metal in this cereal. So what I want to show you guys real quick, what I went ahead and did was I filled a bag with Total cereal, all right, and I filled about maybe a quarter of the way, cup worth, and then I filled it about 3/4 the way or 2/3 the way with water, and then I just kind of let it sit. And as you can see, it looks super tasty now, right? It looks disgusting. All right, it smells horrible too. So, yikes. What we can do is, I told you guys that there is iron in cereal, and we know that iron is magnetic. So, what we're gonna go ahead and do, we have a neodymium magnet. All right, so this is really the most powerful kind of magnet you can really get. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put that magnet on the bag, or I'm going to put it in my palm rather. I'll put my palm under the bag where the magnet is, and I'm just going to kind of swoosh it around. I'm going to swoosh it around a little bit, and then hopefully what's going to happen is this magnet's going to attract all those iron atoms, and then they're going to get stuck to the magnet, and we'll be able to take a look. All right, so it's going to take a little bit, but I'm going to take a look and see what we have so far. And what's actually really cool is eventually, because there's going to be iron on the inside of the bag and then we have a magnet on the outside of the bag, the magnet should actually stick to the bag, right? So sorry for this disgusting sound. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so you can actually see. I'm gonna try and move this over here. Oops, you guys see all that black stuff moving around there? Let me see if I can get it. Let me get a better angle here. You can see it following my magnet. Everywhere it goes. I don't want to get too close because I am filming this on my computer, and these magnets can really do some damage to your computer. All right, but you see that black stuff that's moving around? That is the iron in the cereal. All right, so what we just went ahead and did there was we took the iron out of the cereal. So I wouldn't do this at home. Take the iron out of the cereal and then just pop the iron in your mouth. And I wouldn't do that. I would eat the cereal as is and just trust that you're going to get the iron in your blood and in your diet. But pretty cool stuff, right? So just know that all of these elements over my shoulder here, well, not all of them, but a good amount of them, they make up who you are. All right. So the food that you eat, the drinks that you drink, it's making your blood. It's making your bones. It's making your skin. It's making your eyes. It's making all of you. All right. So when they say that you are what you eat, they're really being serious, right? The things that we need to build our bodies up comes from our diets. All right. I'm going to stop it right there. We'll see you guys later.